it's Keg at the Treehouse with another Tarot Tiny. Our first card is the Nine of Swords. And so when I think about how frequently this card is coming up, I just want to say that there is a lot of stress and anxiety in the greater world, and it takes a big impact, makes a big impact on all of our day-to-day lives with the worry about all of the things that are different now than they were 3 months ago. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, now we've got two nines, which means that we're coming to the end of a cycle. And the Nine of Pentacles is about independence. And this is about making your own decisions. This is about having worked really hard to gather your own resources, but to be an independent, like you do you, rock on with your bad self kind of thing. And so when we are faced with things that are driving us, to distraction here, sometimes we have to remember that we do have some power. And that power has to do with where we put our resources, right? If swords are mental energy, and in this case conflict, our pentacles are material resources. So how are we using those resources to support ourselves in a good way? So maybe it's not so much of the social media that you're following or the news that you are listening to before you go to bed, or whatever that is, but maybe it's time to think about how do we best support ourselves with the resources that we have in order to live a reasonably happy life. Our last card is the Four of Cups. And while the fours are about stability, in this case, our fellow under the tree is looking at the disappointment of how these cups have turned out. And because he's really focusing on how bad things are, he is missing this fourth cup being offered to him by heaven, if you will, however you understand heaven to be, that there is something else here if we can just look up and see it. And so to tie these all together, if we can stop agonizing over what's going on and recognize that we do have some say, we do have some resources, there are things that we can do to combat the anxiety that we have, whether it's emailing your congressman or calling the senators or whatever. There is an opportunity to do something in spite of the fact that we are disappointed. So as we're coming to the end of a cycle here with these two nines, we have an opportunity also here to do something different, even in the midst of our disappointment. So go forth, take that cup, be independent, and try not to let so much of the stuff that's going on outside impact you in a way that keeps you from sleeping. Blessings.